Well, it's costing some drivers more than $2 per litre to fill up their cars as the price of petrol once again soars at certain outlets. Julia Bradley is live from Melbourne this morning. Julia, what's causing this?
Well, Pete, the federal government continues to say that it's international factors, so the war in Ukraine, all the sanctions put on Russia that continue to cause these soaring petrol prices. This is even despite the federal government's efforts to bring down petrol prices. Back in March, they cut the fuel excise, and this is a measure that's expected to last until September, but still we see prices continuing to rise. Melbourne seems to be one of the cities that is worse off at the moment. At some petrol stations, including the one where I am now in South Yarra, petrol $2.15 per litre for regular unleaded. So people continuing to be slumped with these high petrol prices. We also saw frustration yesterday from truck drivers, Pete, who are frustrated that the federal government has cut the diesel rebate. This is a credit given to people who drive heavy vehicles. And yesterday they took their frustration to the office of Federal Treasurer Josh Frydenberg, his Melbourne office. They were driving around in a convoy that stretched about 11 kilometres. They were blaring their horns to try to have their voices heard.
If you're buying things from the shop, you're paying this extra by way of the diesel that's burnt to get those products into the shop. This is essentially a great big new tax on everything.
The Treasurer wasn't in his office at the time of this protest yesterday, but it does go to show just how much cost of living could decide who wins this federal election, Pete.
OK, Julia Bradley live from Melbourne this morning. Thanks, Julia.